do you got some speech for me, or like upsell me, or or do you wanna just talk?
Yeah, let's talk. I do have an intention, um,
I
but the intention itself allows for infinite space. So, um, whatever you'd like to go.
Yeah, I probably know your intention. Okay, so I got some questions for you if you don't mind. Just basic questions.
All right.
Yeah. So, how old are you actually?
21.
Oh, I thought you you were like 16 or something.
Yeah. What about you? How old are you?
I think I said it already. I'm 29. Yeah.
29. Where are you from? Was it Czech Republic?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you do in your free time?
Mm. Be present. Right now, would you like to know what I do for a living?
Um, sure, tell me about it, but
What do you
not
do
too
in your
long.
free time? Um, I do marketing and sales essentially. Um, I help companies grow.
Yeah, and how long have you been doing that?
2, 3 months.
Really? What were you doing before that?
What was I doing before that? I don't recall really. I was just freelancing, a lot of freelance work, graphic design, video editing. It seems, yeah, everything that I'd done before what I'm doing now prepared me for what I'm doing now. Essentially, I did a little bit of everything. I learned web development, video editing, graphic design, everything you need to like create a business. I learned it in different intervals, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I get that.
And yeah, yeah.
Cool, cool. Hmm. So, were you homeschooled or no?
That's a great question. I wish. I wish. I didn't even finish high school. Um, I recall before I was like in the 11th grade. No, I was actually in the last grade. And I was like um I was making more than enough money and I didn't see any point in it and I asked to be homeschooled for the rest of yeah, the degree or the grade and it wasn't a possibility and I didn't even finish. Was I homeschooled? No. Were you homeschooled?
No, no. I wish also. uh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Dude. Okay, okay, okay. So, I don't know, dude. Can take many directions from here.
Yeah. Well, I have some questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. So, did you finish high school?
Yeah.
And did you do anything else after that?
Yeah, I got many different jobs, but
Mm,
um, didn't have like one job where I would be many years at, like almost 2 years is max where I was working.
yeah. Well, what has been your experience from high school and then getting into the world, getting a job? Um, what did you gather from that?
Valuable experience how the world is in reality.
Mm,
Meeting people in the real world, not just family or friends of your age. different age groups. Yeah, how people live, essentially how they view the world, how they deal with their situation in life. So it was not useless, like, suffering, whatever. Mm, yeah, it gave me experience.
Yeah, of course. Um, what are your goals now? Like, what do you want to experience the most? What are some of your goals? Actually, I have a more specific question. What are you creating with the Grind Hard YouTube channel? What's your intention with it?
uh, just to share truth while also growing the channel, growing audience, but essentially just sharing what I want to share, because in the real world, not many people care to listen to what I have to say, right? So on YouTube, I can just make a video, and whoever wants to watch it can watch it, and nobody interrupts me. So that's the nice part about it.
Mm, yeah, you know, creating content seems like a lot of fun, and seems like a space that allows for great freedom because you are the creator.
Yeah, right.
And you can create whatever content you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, almost, right?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, you need to respect Google.
Yeah, that's right. Not just
Yeah.
Google, many things in this world that are crazy, but you must not speak about them and stuff like that.
What things, brother? What must you not speak about?
Um, for example, like controversial things like politics, who who rules the world, uh, like I don't know if I want to upload this on YouTube or not. Like, speak about these things, but just doing bad things to children. Bad,
Pedophilia.
yeah, yeah. But you cannot name the people, in power and stuff. So
Well, wouldn't really matter. If they died, someone else would come. The names don't matter.
yeah, yeah,
It's an
that's true.
seems like an energy that is underlying it all. Well, yeah, well, these things that we mustn't talk about.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well, what I know is people want to experience what they want to experience, me included, you included, and we can talk about that. What will we like to experience, really?
Bro, I know, like, bro, I know you're marketing and um, like I don't know when you're like doing your marketing and when not. It's but right now, yeah, you're steering the conversation in a direction. But like, dude, you are quite good. For 2 or 3 months, it's insane. Like you had to put in the work, to truly study. I think.
Yeah.
Like,
Um, since 12, really. I remember starting my YouTube channel with like 7 years old in 2010, 2011. Yeah, and that's where it started. I just loved computers from the beginning. I loved software. I loved creating. I was just curious, and really looking back, I see it as effortless. It was effortless. Yeah.
like doing marketing or like speaking to people or trying to sell
Well,
something.
it depends on what you define as marketing. From my view, you're constantly doing marketing and selling.
Yeah, you're marketing yourself basically.
Yeah. putting the voice constantly out there. Whether you speak it or not, your presence is marketing and sales in itself.
Mm. Oh yeah. So what was your question? What do I, dude? I don't remember. I don't want to pretend
Well,
that I do.
what would you like to experience the most in this moment of your life? What do you see as your goal that is of most importance in this moment?
When I experience realness, so I'm quite okay with where I am because I know it serves a purpose and it has a reason. So I don't look for excuses, for shortcuts, for um, watering down the moment or situation or present moment. Basically, I'm just living the life the way you know. I'm not trying to put emotions too much into where I am at, as yeah, I'm enjoying it, but not trying to put my expectations or desires on my
Yeah,
situation.
yeah, or else you'll be escaping the present moment, and you'll be putting in weight that is not necessary. You'll just be, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm fine as I am, and that doesn't mean that I'm not trying to better stuff, but it is what it is, basically.
so your answer was realness.
Yeah,
Okay, how do you define realness?
honesty, authenticity, sincerity, um, being truthful. Yeah, those things are very valuable, and they are the best yielding things in the long run, in my opinion.
Yeah, truth.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I asked you, what would you essentially ask you, what is your goal that you deem of most importance in this moment? And you said realness, truth.
Yeah.
Huh. Why truth? Why realness?
Hmm.
Like there's infinite possibilities, infinite choices. Why choose realness? Why choose truth?
Yeah, I know there's many things I could prioritize. Um, it's because I see. I mean, I got to experience and feel the greatness of it, and that's what I want to follow. That's what I want to respect. Because everything great stems from the truth. So everything good, love. I don't know, dude. Like making money, being competent, being good at something. It all comes from the truth. So
Hmm.
that's the origin of all the things that people put above the truth, but they don't realize that these things come from the truth.
Yeah, anything that has any foundation whatsoever will come from that. Um, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So of course that would make sense to choose truth above any other um, goal.
Right.
How are you choosing realness? How are you choosing truth? It seems that one of the mechanisms is content creation.
Um. Yeah. Just doing what I feel like is like doing what I feel is right. That just I wanna do, and I see as having a meaning. Um, yeah, just following my purpose. That I don't know, dude. Just what I feel is right. As I can be sure that what I feel is right, being good, because I'm honest with myself, and I wanna be. I have a vision and image of me that I want to be like, right? So people don't have a vision, so they don't know what to follow and what to be like. So that's why they are lost. They don't know what they want and stuff like that.
So would you say that's those are the reasons you create content for you to um, better expand into the truth and help others who are um, don't see the same common sense as you or don't see the same guidance or foundation as you to go from lost into finding their own truth?
There are many different factors that contribute together into why I make content on YouTube. Um, One of them is that sure I see the potential, and I know that people can be better, so I try to help those that don't know where to look for help, right? So I was there, like I tried to follow many people and they were just grifters, scammers. So like I'm
Mm.
trying to be there for the people that are looking for the truth, for bettering themselves, and are looking for the answers. So yeah, that's one of the things.
Okay, so essentially you see a pain that you've experienced yourself and you see a need for you to put yourself out there so that other people that are feeling that pain get to see, oh, okay, this is what I was looking for. I was tired of getting scammed and dribbled, and I just wanted some authenticity, some truth.
Uh, I mean, yeah, basically, yeah. I'm also doing it for myself, the
Of course,
to be the person that I would be able to respect. So, right?
you're also doing it for yourself. Yeah, yeah. So you are a person that you're able to respect.
Yeah, because if I can help somebody and I don't help, then how can I respect myself, right?
Could you repeat that?
If I could help somebody and I choose not to help them, how can I respect myself in that regard, right?
Oh, yes. If you can help someone from not suffering one moment and you choose not to, how could you respect yourself? Yeah. How could you? Right. And I see it as the original underlying intent for you creating content. Would you say that is the root intention under all of it? It's like, okay, I know stuff that if I speak out, other people will not suffer
Yeah, basically.
under certain circumstances. Okay, yeah, basically. Yeah, that seems like my intention with putting myself out there and with doing marketing, sales, creating content myself. That is the underlying intention. Yeah.
But yeah, that could be. But I don't think you're representing yourself, right? You are working for someone.
Yeah, you could interpret it that way. Yes. I'm working with Sobermind at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
There's just I work with one company only at the time. At a time, I prefer to work with just one company.
Um, yeah. So how did you connect with the company?
Okay, great question. So, ooh, this was like 2 years ago. Okay,
Hmm.
I was experiencing suffering
Okay.
that I didn't find any way, whatever answer the mind would tell me to stop suffering, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Okay? Um, and there was a time where I just said, I give up.
Wow.
I give up. I'm not doing anything else that my mind tells me. I give up. It's done. And when I decided that, the next day, I found a company called Level 5 Mentoring. It's founded by Brian D. Ridgway.
Mm-hmm.
And he has shared a technique he calls spell breaking, which gets to the core, deepest roots of whatever seeming problem you're experiencing in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And the technique is to completely dissolve whatever was causing that seeming problem. After I experienced this several times for myself, I got enough results for me to share on the group. And then that's how I connected with the CEO from Sovereign Mind, because he saw my results and he has a company in the similar niche. And he said, essentially, I knew him from one of the some of the group calls that from Level 5 Mentoring.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just added him. I messaged him, and the first thing I say is, yeah, I remember you from the group calls from Level 5 Mentoring. And then we started talking from there. I began to get reacquainted with what Sovereign Mind is, why did he create Sovereign Mind, and all of that. Essentially, it's another method to completely dissolve whatever is causing seeming problems in your life.
Suffering, the main enemy, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it enemy. I'll call it like a compass or a direction. Yeah, like you use truth as your main goal, and a compass to see if you're in the truth or not is suffering, is it not?
Wait, say it again.
When you're not in alignment with the truth, you suffer.
Not always. I mean, not at the like present, like at the time, right? You, a lot of times people live in illusion for a long time, but the truth always catches up with its bills that kept piling up.
Yeah, if someone is not aligned with that truth, that's the suffering that they're causing. That's the bills that pile up, pile up, pile up. And it will come a time where it's not possible to ignore the truth any longer. What I'm saying is, suffering is a compass, a mechanism for you to see if you're aligned with the truth or not.
Hmm. Could be. I don't have the time to, analyze that notion. Could be. I'll think about that later. Oh, nice dog. Is that Chihuahua?
No, it's a German Spitz
Oh, nice.
with a lot of hair. With a lot of hair.
It's nice. They are fluffy and cute.
Indeed.
So,
Well, you didn't really. Okay. You say your main goal is truth. Could you put into more specific words what would you actually like to experience in this moment of your life?
I mean, I'm alright. Like, I'm fine. I'm chilling right now. The thing is, your mood always changes, right? So, you experience in this world through feelings. Um, and right now I'm feeling alright, so I'm alright with where I am.
Yeah, me too. Now, acknowledging that we are having a human experience right now, or I'll remove the human and I'll call it an experience.
We're not human or what?
it's still an experience, whether human or not, right? So
Yeah.
I'll just
Oh,
keep it.
yeah.
You're having an experience right now. Can
Right.
we agree?
Yeah.
Right?
Always.
Okay. And you would always, at any given moment, prefer to experience more of what you prefer and less of what you don't. Do you agree?
Uh. Yeah, but like I try not to. You know, you are getting me to the places of expectations and desires where I don't want to be right now, or I don't need to be.
You don't?
But you know, by this conversation, you're getting me there, and then you introduce a solution to the problem that you just bring up to the person, right?
Yeah, yeah. It seems like I am marketing and selling right now, yeah?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, seems like it. Well, this is what I am. How could I not?
Right. You know, that's why I don't like talking to marketers. You know, you have a conversation and then they do a
Yo,
little
yo,
bit.
look at that.
What
There's
what
a
is?
whole fly. There's a
Oh,
fly on the
oh my god.
you don't like talking with marketers? I'm not a marketer. It's just that this happens. I experienced suffering in life,
Yeah,
and then I
right.
found it. I
Okay.
found a solution, and then it matters to me to talk about it because it will prevent suffering. Like you, the same thing as you, man.
I mean, yeah, you know, I've met people like that as well. Like, you know, they found the light and they try to share with others, you know, because
I
they
don't try.
because oh yeah, you do. You do.
I
You just
am
do.
like this
Okay.
is just flows out of me. I don't try. I don't do. If
Oh,
you'd like to change topic, we can.
yeah.
I notice I have a question then. What is your definition of desires? Because you notice, as I asked, and as I implied that you'd like to experience more of what you prefer and less with what you don't, which is common sense. I noticed some contemplations around wanting and desires. What is your definition around those concepts?
Uh, okay, so desire is something you crave for, right? You want. But
Mm-mm.
no.
At least me, I have a distinct separation between craving and wanting and desires. Craving seems like the root of all suffering because
Yeah,
it's
right.
something that if you don't have that, you are.
Right.
Wanting is like, oh, yeah, I prefer that. I prefer truth over lie. That's wanting. That's preference. So that's how I define those. Craving, yeah, it will lead you to hell, let's say.
Yeah, I think the difference is on the intensity of it. You know, if you crave, it's like too extreme. If you desire, it's not as extreme, but it's also in an unhealthy amount, in my opinion. I mean,
Mm.
there should be another word where it's uh, accurate, like appropriate. The the thing that I tried to say was, if you think about it too much, then it's gonna hurt you, right? Because you are not in the position of having it, so you will like get these feelings that I still don't
You'll be
have it.
possessed. You'll be
Yeah,
possessed, brother.
possessed.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's good to.
Well, what I mean here is
Mm-hmm,
I'm not putting wanting and desires in the same box as craving.
mm-hmm.
I'm saying that I prefer more of what I prefer and less of what I don't. And I think you do too.
Yeah,
So,
maybe right. Maybe not right now. Right now I'm in a weird mindset where I'm just all right, like as if I was high or something. I don't know,
yeah, like okay. Okay.
high on life, I guess. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm chilling. But initially, yeah, sure. You know, I want some things that I
Mm-hmm.
don't have, but thinking about them doesn't help me. You know, it's good to acknowledge them, know about them, but you shouldn't be thinking about them all the time because then it brings up suffering. You know.
Yes, it cuts you away from the present moment, cuts you away from truth, from your nature, and then you suffer. Yeah. Yeah. What would you like to experience now?
I mean, I'm experiencing. Yeah, this is like perfect. I don't need anything else. I'm in the present moment, so
In this present moment, where would you prefer to guide your energy to?
I don't know. I guess to you.
What part of me?
I don't know.
What
You're
would you like to discuss, man?
nothing. Just whatever is on your heart. You know.
Okay. What is in your heart?
My heart is that everyone should know who they are. Everyone should be alright with who they are. They're, not being too hard on themselves about the past. Not being too anxious about the future. Just being in the present moment and enjoying the moment together is a good thing.
I see. Can I offer a suggestion for what you just said?
Yeah.
You said everyone should. I don't know what your definition of should is, but that implies a degree of control or a degree of this is my recommendation.
Oh, okay.
Now, I believe that you'd like for everyone to, yeah, stop suffering, essentially. Now, it doesn't mean that everyone should. Everyone has their own desires and belief system and all of that. You can't just, everyone should.
You're directing the conversation again to suffering, to your main talking point, to your main Goliath that you will, slay.
Am I? I
Yeah,
didn't notice that. I just
I
offered a
did.
suggestion to what you just said. All I said was you said everyone should, and I don't think that's aligned with your heart and truth. I think you mean like I would like for everyone to stop suffering. I think that's more aligned with the truth that I see for myself at least. Yeah. I would like to for everyone to stop suffering and embrace their true self.
Well, I mean, everyone who deserves it should. Not many people deserve it. Many people deserve the suffering to learn from it. So,
Okay.
yeah, in that sense.
Okay. Now I have a question because you've spit out some magical spell words. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Who are you?
Uh,
Or what are you? I don't believe you're a who. I believe you're a what. But whatever you believe you are, what who are you? What are you?
okay, this. I'm interested in your answer because it might, I see the possibilities why you would be asking this question. Um,
Mm-hmm. Pago.
so what am I or who am I?
Yeah.
On this world, I have this identity of a person. That's me.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know what I am beyond this world, and it's on purpose so that I'm able to live my life in this world, um, in the present moment fully. So I guess that.
So the answer is I don't know.
Uh,
It led to that. Like besides this person, this being, and this ego, you said I don't know.
well, I know a part of it, but you never truly know who you are, like, fully, right? As long as you're in this world.
Right. You would still be using thoughts and words to describe what you are, and that's not possible to describe. Right. Um. Okay. So I don't know. Yeah, that pretty much aligns with my answer. I don't know. Now, if I were to describe it, if you would allow me for a moment, I am an infinite being of energy in a perpetual state of infinite possibilities. That's what I am. And what I am encompasses also infinite love, joy, bliss, unending miracles and grace. That's what I am. So it encompasses everything. Now, Renato, what I'm using to speak this to you, it's not me. Because I just said what I am. Now, since I decided to have a human experience, I created this for me to be able to experience myself. Because if what I am is just an infinite being of unlimited light and love, blah, 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 how can I decipher? Where's the pen, though? Where's the pen for me to write on the paper? If it's everything light, it's just energy, it will have some kind of division, difference in density. So essentially, yeah, I would describe it as I am an infinite being of light projecting from eternity into the illusion of time and space. That's what I am.
Huh. But how can you be sure of that? I mean, that's what you believe to be, but you got no evidence and stuff like that. As long as we're here, you cannot be sure of it.
I have no evidence whatsoever. I do have a question, which is, why am I beyond all else, whether I believe it or not? I don't have any evidence for this. I don't have any answers. My question is just, why am I beyond all else, whether I believe it or not? Whatever that the question, whatever energy is around that question, that's what I am.
But is it true, though? The question that you were asking, is it true?
What do you mean? It's a question.
No.
It's not an answer. An answer could be defined as false or true. It's a question. Would you, if I'm asking you, what's your name, would you say, is that true? No, it's a question.
But your question holds a concept, or
it holds. If you say it holds something, it might hold curiosity, it might hold infinite possibility, it might hold infinite answers, infinite energy. I wouldn't classify it as nothing in specific because it's a question.
It's a question that is it's holding a notion.
Yeah, that energy that is behind that question.
No.
I'm implying that that's what I am.
But is it true, though? That's
the question.
No, I know it's a question, but you're asking something as if it was true.
No,
it's
as if it was true, yes, but at the end there's a question. It's not an exclamation, it's not a dot,
I
it's
know.
a contemplation.
But you are asking on something which isn't proven as the baseline for your question.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. There is words, there is a baseline for that questioning. I could say, why am I a piece of shit?
Yeah.
But I didn't. Now, why would I ask that question?
Because you're a marketer.
Through experience, I am beyond all else. Through experience.
Right.
your experience will direct you to a certain path. Would you agree?
It's not the experience, it's the journey. The experience is like a byproduct of the journey.
Okay, so your question is, let me see if I understand it correctly. I said, why am I beyond all else, whether I believe it or not?
Yeah, but yeah. And is it true that you are beyond all else?
What other truth exists except I am?
You are, but um, what if you are not beyond all else?
Then let's fabricate a question. Why am I not beyond all else, whether I believe it or not?
Yeah.
And notice, you have a compass, which is your physical body. When you say certain words, you can notice how your body feels about them. If I ask, for example, why am I a piece of shit? If I believe that in some sense, I will feel maybe sadness, maybe anger, maybe fear, okay? Every single word that comes out of your mouth, your body is feeling it, and it has certain emotions and energy attached to those words. That's why your words have power.
Yeah, I know.
Why would I choose to say, why am I beyond all else, whether I believe it or not, instead of why am I not beyond all else, whether I believe it or not? I leave that up to you.
You can,
I see truth in both. I'm okay with both.
uh, right. This is something that I need more evidence on and more, yeah, evidence on and data on. But
It's a question, though. I didn't give you an answer to
no,
anything. You realize this?
I already know the intention and stuff about the question, and where you're trying to get it.
Where am I trying to get at?
That you basically can convince yourself to be whatever you want
Yeah.
by speaking to yourself, by casting spells through your words.
Yeah. Because that's what happens in human experience. You talk, and you talk with yourself, talk with others, and that's always happening. Now, I would prefer to not believe in anything at all and not identify with anything at all. That's why I proposed the question, why am I beyond all else? Beyond all beliefs, beyond all identities, beyond all of this. Why am I beyond? Whether I believe it or not, my belief is not required. Why am I beyond all of it?
But that's not being honest to yourself, because you trying to delude yourself into thinking that you are beyond all else, but you have no proof, you have no certainty of it. So it's sort
Are
of
you sure?
uh yeah, that
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Now
pretty sure.
you have no certainty, you have no conviction. You're projecting from your vessel, you're projecting to me. I'm asking this question with utmost conviction and confidence. Yes. And it's still a question. It's not a statement. It's not an affirmation. It's a question that holds contemplation and curiosity. A lot of space. Now, you projecting whatever your definition is of beyond and whatever your stuff is around conviction and confidence and certainty, that has nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, right. I guess. But why wouldn't you trust someone who's trying to be, or yeah, who's being honest and sincere, right? I mean, sure, many
I
people
trust you.
give bad advices even if they mean well.
Grind, I trust you.
Yeah, right.
From my point of view, you're just a mirror reflection of me. So why wouldn't I trust you?
Right.
That's another belief um, maybe the belief that I can trust myself, that has a degree of suffering and experiences and trauma attached to it, but whatever. I don't believe that anymore. I can trust myself.
Sure.
Which means I can trust you because you're myself.
That's not true, but okay. Well,
Sure. Depends on your definitions and ideas, the way I see it.
well,
Since myself is infinite, how would it encompass everything except you? That doesn't make sense. I am choosing to be infinite. That is a choice. And whether I choose it or not, it is, according to my perception and my view and my experience. Might
yeah,
not be.
yeah. It's good to not confuse perception
Yes.
perception of reality and the reality.
Yeah. Perception and truth are completely different.
Yeah, and to me it seems you deluded yourself into your own reality or own perception of reality. But I don't know. If it serves you well, sure, I'll let you have it, right?
Yeah, well, it is my intention underlying it to not believe anything. So I don't know what you mean. What's your definition of deluding? But it is my intention to not believe anything at all. My intention is to be, and that's it.
Yeah, that's basically embracing the truth and uh, playing your cards as you got them. Like, not hoping, not gambling, basically. Um, yeah, sure. Belief is built on uncertainty.
Belief is built on idea, identity, idea. I, identity. D, definition. E, energy. And A, agreements, unconscious agreements. That encompasses a belief. And that belief will have experiences attached to it, will have unlimited evidence that it is true, because if your mind believes it, it will come up with all kinds of stuff. It's true, it's true, it's true. Yeah, look at this. That's why it's true. Now, does the truth need any reason to be true? No, because truth is beyond all else. I wouldn't say anything else besides what I just said. Around this subject, I think it's pretty clear. Is there anything unclear?
Uh, hold on. I mean,
Are you?
I am, but
Shit. Are you having experience?
yeah, always on this journey. But
There's no stop button to it, is there? Like,
no,
stop the fucking ride. Where's the button? No, even if you consider killing yourself, how would you know it ends? You don't. So
right? I mean,
I'm suggesting that we are having an experience and we can choose to experience more of what we prefer and less of what we don't, because when we experience what we don't, we suffer. And when we experience what we want to experience, we experience more of ourselves. We experience more love, joy, bliss.
I don't think that's accurate, honestly.
Okay. Why so? So, okay, let me frame the question to why so. Wouldn't you say that as you experience more of what you truly prefer, that you increase in joy, love, and happiness and bliss? That is what I'm implying. Now, I can see the possibility of you thinking you want something and then you go for it and then you don't experience love and joy and blah, blah, blah. Sure. I see that. I experience that. Now, if the desire is out of the picture because there is only what you are and you can feel it, you know it. That's what I'm implying. I know that sounded vague, but I think that makes a point.
Here's the thing that I believe in and that squashes every marketer that's trying to sell you a dream.
Or you still believe I'm a marketer?
I know you are a marketer, okay?
Beyond
Even
all else, it seems that I am.
yeah, it's in you. Like you're a natural, I guess.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
But I believe in earning things. So if you don't deserve it, then you just shouldn't get it. And I believe I'm in a position which I deserve, even if I don't want it. Just probably, everything has a reason and meaning. So it could serve me in the future, the bad things that I went through. So it would be disrespectful discarding these lessons, this gift for me, which I got to serve me in the future, to just throw it away and, forget about it.
I see, yeah. So who's giving you the lessons? And who's saying that you're deserving? No, you're not deserving in the what's giving you the lessons, brother? Because in my world, what I am encompasses all things. It's omnipresent. For me to receive a lesson, it seems for me that I require the belief in separation. That what I am is separate from whatever else. And that's where the deserving comes in. That's where worthy or not worthy comes in. And the lesson part, which I don't believe it anymore. I don't believe I have lessons. I don't believe I'm deserving or undeserving of anything, because I am.
But you don't know what you truly are. You're trying to convince yourself that you are the Almighty. But
No, I didn't say that.
or in that sense, like above all, beyond all, or whatever.
It depends on what you interpret as. When you say you to me, what do you interpret as you? Let me ask you something. Isn't God all that is? Is there something that God is not? Or, okay, another question actually. I'll scrap that. Is God omnipresent?
What, omnipresent, or what did you say?
Omnipresent.
The truth is omnipresent, and the truth has many similarities with God. So
Okay.
I'm kind of, that's something I'm not sure of, but yeah, it could be. It's a possibility that God is the truth, but I'm not sure of it. So I need
Me
more.
neither.
Yeah.
If, okay. Hmm. I'll I'd like to direct this conversation somewhere else that will lead to the same thing that I want, and I don't know if you want it as well. Um,
To get me to your membership program.
Not really.
No. Right. Okay.
Like, my suggestion is notice your projections before you speak them out. My intent is pure and clean. Even if I wanted to sell you something, it will be pure and clean. I wouldn't play any games.
Well, it would be, could, in your perception could be, but it wouldn't be something coming from your true self.
Sure, you can interpret whatever. um, I do have a question that I would like your suggestions and contemplations on. Are you open?
Yeah.
How are we here and now? Like looking back at the illusion of the past, when the Big Bang happened and all of that, what do you think happened there? What is your belief of what created universe and solar system and Earth and the moon?
Right. So you might think I'm crazy or not.
I don't believe in crazy anymore.
Interesting. So I did research and found out that the Big Bang was a made up lie. Um, Also, the Earth is not a ball. The solar system doesn't make sense. There's a lot of discrepancies and inconsistencies that I looked into. I'm not saying uh, the world is flat or whatever. I cannot be sure of it, but the probabilities are more towards that direction from the research I made. And I looked into both stories. I put myself in the position of neutral standpoint to see. And, before I thought, wow, flat earthers are stupid. They only comprehend in 2D, cannot understand 3D and stuff like that. But a lot of a lot of things. It was little breadcrumbs that led me to this, um, unfinished conclusion that it's more probable that the Earth is flat and it's not rotating. That, um, but we cannot know for sure unless we are able to go past, Antarctica, where we are not allowed to for some reason.
Okay. From your research, from what you've seen, how was it for your benefit? What is the key point that you got from that you utilize in your life?
You're marketing
Like,
it again, but it's
I,
fine.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm just asking a question. Sure, I am marketing. I'm okay with that. Um, so yeah, I don't concern myself with if the Earth is flat or a cube or a pyramid. And I know probably that it doesn't matter. It
It
doesn't matter at
does.
all. Okay. What matters to me is, for example, the theory of the Big Bang, where stuff exploded and we're here. Stuff exploded and then fire and constructed the Earth, blah, 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 evolution of the monkeys, and then we're here.
Right.
So what I got from that, the Big Bang theory, I'm paraphrasing some research that I've done. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm using examples that someone else said. Believing the Big Bang is the same thing as believing that a tornado could assemble a Rolls-Royce Phantom. Like a tornado, all of a sudden, or something that explodes can assemble human,
Mm-hmm.
can assemble banana. The truth, when I look at what happened, the key point that I noticed that I use myself, because okay, the key point that I take from this is there is an underlying intelligence in this existence, in the universe. There is an underlying intelligence, or else you couldn't assemble a fucking human with 5 fingers and it can
Right.
talk and will, at best, which is still improbable, will be just complete abominations.
Right. Yeah. So
You're
so
like
there
you align with that, yeah?
yeah, so there had to be a creator or some intention, right?
Yeah, like an underlying order, intelligence, whatever it is. Okay, how is that for my benefit? That there is an underlying intelligence underneath it all, underneath all particles. How do you see it for your benefit that there is that underlying intelligence? There is a pattern of perfection that can create a banana instead of, I don't know.
Yeah.
How would it be for your benefit?
Yeah, there are a few that come to my mind, and that is that there are still fear mongers and people abusing this lie that they portray on others. So they feel,
Yeah.
they live like an accident. They think they're here by an accident,
Yeah.
right? By Luke Belmar. Shout outs to Luke Belmar.
Luke Velmer.
But hey, but if you know the truth, then you can be sure that you aren't here. You aren't here by an accident, and you have a purpose here. That every moment matters. Everything you do
Mhm.
matters, and you approach your life in a different way, in a better way, in my opinion. It,
Of course. Because, or else, what would you be? You'll be a monkey in a meat suit that is decomposing and it's meaningless and then
Yeah.
it dies and then
Right.
decomposes into nothing, how would you live your life believing that?
Yeah, that's right.
Like you'll be miserable. You'll probably be in search for control. You'll probably be in search of fear mongering
Or pleasure.
or pleasure or hedonism and all of that. Of
Yeah.
course, that will make sense. They'll make a lot of sense if you're believing that you're a fucking meat suit that dies and decomposes and that's it.
Yeah.
I would be, if I believe that, I will be stacking up trillions of dollars and then building an infrastructure in which I am able to encompass the greatest hedonistic pleasures while making everyone obey my desires, everyone obey my thought, what I believe in, control everyone. That's what I would do. Probably that's what you do too. That's probably if there's someone out there believing this, that's probably what they would do, right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably. It's just a probability.
Uh, but it's on purpose. That's what I know.
It's on purpose. Do you mean it's on purpose? Do you mean that is their original intention?
Yeah, not by the universe, but there are societies of people that use this thing. They that created this bullshit story for people to believe in and steer their perception of the world in a certain direction that would benefit these societies. So it's been through centuries.
Yeah, maybe millions of years. I don't know. Maybe eternity. I don't
Uh,
know. Now, I do have a question for you. Do you believe um that you're the creator of your reality?
um, Again, I don't know. I'm sure that to a certain degree, yes, but I don't know if entirely. That's what I don't know.
Okay. I can suggest something that I've seen. It seems that reality, for me, if I'm not taking responsibility that I am the creator of reality, reality will reflect everything that I think and believe that I know, and I will feel it. So, being more specific. Okay, do you also believe that from 1 to 7 years old, it's your formative years, and you act like a sponge, you're a little kid, and whatever, you act like a sponge. You know that part, right? You absorb beliefs, thoughts, ideas from the environment you're in. Yes?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Okay.
Children like learn like hyper learn than
Yes.
adults.
They're in that like theta state
Yeah,
where they're highly imaginative, in the best learning state
yeah,
possible. Now, do you also see how a child can experience trauma, a traumatic experience?
yeah. A lot of people do, and it really translates into their adulthood, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm implying. Now, a traumatic experience can teach you, it's not true, but it can teach you, for example, I can trust myself, or I can trust others, or whatever the belief is. A traumatic experience can imply a belief onto you that you carry on to adulthood and you act like it's true.
I think it is true what happened to you, but your experience, it's up to you.
Yeah,
Your
your perception would affect all of it. Yeah,
decision, what you do with it, how you perceive
exactly.
it.
Now, when you are a little kid and there's no conscious being around you to say like it's okay, dude, you're loved. It's okay. No matter the perception. No, no, I take away that. You would probably still believe, for example, whatever happened in that traumatic experience, it's true forever.
I mean,
Until you decide it's not. Correct?
it holds truth, but it depends on the amount of information that you have about it. You know, why it happened. It
Yeah.
always has reasons and causes why things
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
So,
and whatever your perception allowed you to, whatever amount of information your perception allowed you to encompass, it'll be that level of truth. And you will carry on with that perception. So, for example, what I'm implying here is, let's imagine a little kid at 3 years old. I don't know, it was slapped in the face, felt a lot of heat in his face, and then he believed from then on, you shouldn't help others. Maybe he was trying to help mom, and mom did this. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need your help. That can be a traumatic experience in itself. And until you see that experience for what it is, you'll be carrying on that belief for your entire life until you die.
well, that's
Until you see the truth of the experience.
well, that's why it's important to be honest and then be open to the truth, so that you can understand things and then decide what you do with your experiences.
Yeah. Okay. You imply the word curiosity with what you said, in my perception. Like, that's why it's important to be curious and open, like a child.
Yeah, curiosity is healthy. It's basically, I don't know. I knew what it meant originally, or what the underlying cause was something good, but I don't remember right now.
The thing, okay, for curiosity, for example, the thing that we didn't have as as children, is wisdom. Now, it seems like there is a possibility that if you combine curiosity with wisdom, that's a pretty good framework for expansion. A pretty good framework for experiencing what you prefer, for stopping suffering. Curiosity, but with wisdom, because now you have piled up a group of experiences throughout your life. You're not a child anymore. Now, what happens is, it seems that after you're a child, it's done. You're not a child anymore. But the aftermath is, there's adults that act like they're 7 years old because they didn't evolve, they didn't develop past that point, because something happened when they're 7 years old. Maybe they were raped, maybe they were beaten, and from there they couldn't develop more. Their curiosity fell off the window, and there's no more wisdom. Even there's no more desire for the truth.
I don't know if that's true what you just said. I mean, could be the
That's
case
a possibility.
could be a case for some people, but
Yes, that's what I'm implying. That's the case for some people.
but not all of them.
Yeah, not all.
But what if everything that happens is okay? Like, if it's bad or good, it's just your perception of it, you know, it's just an experience.
Yeah. What if everything that happens is okay, the way it is? That would allow for a lot of space and peace, which I prefer. Yeah, what if everything that happens is okay?
Yeah. It's your perception that translates your feelings, emotions, thoughts, and everything. And your perception is formed by your beliefs, at least partially.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's
So,
utilizing whatever you believe in. Yeah.
so if you believe in the right things, your perception should be formed into being right, or
Yeah.
as you want it to be. So basically, uh, you are in control on how you perceive the world.
Yeah.
But I think it's a process, you know.
It is.
So yeah, you cannot just snap your fingers and have a different perception all of a sudden. It's built over time, you know, to
It's
be.
cool to contemplate that, though. Like, imagine if I had a magic wand, or I could snap my fingers and get into what I truly want, or get into stopping suffering. That it's since we have that imaginative capacity, it's cool to contemplate those things. Like, just imagining you're a magician.
I did, and it doesn't long term. It always crumbles. These
Mm,
these hacks, these quick fixes,
mm.
always just fall short,
Why so? Why do you think it falls short?
as it's not built on the truth.
Right. Well, again, if you said the perception is utilizing whatever you believe in, if you believe in something that is not true, your magician imaginative powers would crumble, would go to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
One day you will pay for your delusion.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because there is objectiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool, man. It was fantastic talking with you. I love you, Grind.
Okay.
You're fantastic.
I know.
Um,
Nah,
and I see.
thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it takes one to recognize one, right?
For real. Yeah.
And I see your light, brother, and I know that you will prosper.
Thanks. Yeah, it means a lot to me.
Whether I believe it or not, whether anyone believes it or not, you will prosper.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I can see that you are intelligent, but
appreciate that.
I want you to be careful, you know, not to fall for
Full
some
of care.
traps and lies or whatever, deceptions.
I will, brother. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because you saying be careful, to be full of care. I am acknowledging your care. So thank you.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you for that.
Right, so that's it. No product, no selling.
No,
I'm not your customer.
you are. You're already in.
Oh no, how?
Before, you're in.
What? So,
No, I'm
so you,
joking.
you are so good that I don't even know that I'm your customer.
Yeah, it was so fast,
Damn,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
You're too good, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. I was too quick.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Again, I love you and I appreciate you for this conversation. I appreciate this conversation. I know that it facilitated the greatest expansion into everything that I truly want to experience. So I appreciate that. And yeah, let's see what happens in the following moments. I can see only miracles and grace.
Yeah. Do you want me to upload this on YouTube or not?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Because anything that happens, it's okay, right?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. But it
That's
is.
true.
It is.
All right, man. I don't know what we said, but I'll just upload it. Whatever, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm here now.
Yeah. We said a lot of things. That's why I cannot recall
Yeah,
precisely, but
it's there.
I think we spoke a lot of truth, so that's what matters
Yeah.
the most.
All right, man. Glad
All right.
talking with you. Glad
Yeah.
meeting you.
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, see you around, I guess.
See you around, I guess.
Vai dar comida
Yeah.
aí?
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, yeah, goodbye.